my girlfriend once looked me dead in the eye and said, "Why can't you be successful like my ex?" I just smiled and said, "You're right, he was better." And then I called her ex and told him she'd been crying to him for months while blaming me for ruining her backup plan. Now I'm sipping a beer, still stunned by the sheer level of BS I just escaped. 4 years, gone. But honestly, good riddance. The beginning of the end. I'd been with Tara for almost 4 years. We lived together in a house I bought 2 years in. I paid the mortgage, she handled groceries and utilities. Seemed fair enough. The first few years were good. We had our usual disagreements, but nothing serious. She worked at a boutique downtown. I ran a small construction business. Not flashy, but stable, honest work. My truck was old, my house modest, my savings solid. My dad always said, money talks, wealth whispers. Then last summer, Tara started acting off, constantly on her phone, snapping over small things, picking fights. And then came the comparisons. Her ex, Craig, a finance guy in the city, BMW, designer suits, beach vacations. According to her, he was the one that got away. It started small. Craig used to send me flowers randomly. Craig knew how to dress for dinner dates. Craig never forgot anniversaries. I brushed it off, until one night in February. We were having dinner, and she was scrolling through Instagram mid-bite. She suddenly shows me her phone and says, "Look at Craig's new beach house. Must be nice to date someone with ambition." I looked, saw Craig posing in front of some beachfront property with a blonde, and said, "Good for him." She frowned. "Don't you ever want more than this?" I shrugged. "I'm happy. My business is doing well. The house is nearly done with renovations. We're comfortable." She rolled her eyes. "We could have so much more. Why can't you be successful like Craig?" That was it. The switch flipped. "You're right," I said calmly. "He was better. Maybe you should have stayed with him." Her expression went from shock to fury in 2 seconds. We argued. She backpedaled, saying I misunderstood, that she just wanted to motivate me. I let it go that night. I shouldn't have. The discovery. Next morning, while she was showering, her phone kept buzzing. I'm not usually the snooping type, but after that fight, my gut told me to check. Dozens of messages, from C heart emoji. Yeah, Craig. 6 months worth of messages. Her confessing she missed him, that she made a mistake, that she thought about him constantly. 3 days ago, she even wrote, "If things were different, I'd be there in a heartbeat." Craig's replies were polite but distant. "Thanks for checking in. Hope you're well." Nothing flirty, but still. When she came out of the shower, I was sitting on the bed with her phone in my hand. "Who's C?" I asked. Her face went white. "Why are you going through my phone? Who is C?" "It's just Craig. We're friends. It's nothing." "Friends don't say they'd leave their partner for each other," I said quietly. She started crying. Said I didn't understand, that she was just feeling nostalgic, but she loved only me. I told her I needed space, and left for my brother's place. The call. At my brother's, I found Craig on LinkedIn, senior investment advisor. His work phone number was public. I called. "Hey Craig, this is Matt, Tara, Wilson's boyfriend." Long pause. Okay? "I just wanted you to know she's been messaging you behind my back for months, saying she misses you, wants you back." He sighed. "Yeah, I know. I tried to be polite, but I'm not interested. I'm engaged now." Then I dropped the bomb. "She's been telling me you're the one calling her crying, saying you can't move on." "What?" he said instantly. "That's completely false. I haven't called her once since we broke up. She's the one reaching out. My fiance even told me to block her." Exactly what I suspected. He added, "You should know. When we broke up, she showed up at my office multiple times. Security had to talk to her. I thought she'd moved on." That was all I needed to hear. The confrontation. 5 days later, I went home. I didn't mention my call with Craig at first. I acted calm, like I wanted to work things out. "So, what is it about Craig you can't let go of?" I asked. She started spilling everything. Said Craig was the one that got away, that he still called her sometimes. "When was the last time?" I asked. "Last week," she said. Smooth lie. "That's weird," I replied, "because I talked to him yesterday. He said he hasn't called you once." The color drained from her face. "You called him?" "Yeah, to get the truth. Since you weren't giving it." She broke down, begged, said she just made a mistake, then admitted the truth. Craig wasn't a friend. He was her backup plan. I told her we were done, and she tried every tactic. Crying, threats, guilt. But I'd already spoken to a lawyer while staying with my brother. She'd been living with me long enough to have tenancy rights. I gave her 30 days to move out. The fallout. 2 days later, Craig sent her a cease and desist letter through his lawyer, warning her to stop contacting him or face legal action. She burst into my office screaming, "You told him to do this! You ruined everything! He was my backup plan! Everyone needs a backup plan!" I just looked at her and said, "Start packing." She moved out a week later. I had my brother there as a witness, and that was 3 weeks ago. She's living with her mom now and telling everyone I overreacted. Mutual friends are split. Some believed her. Others saw the screenshots. The truth won eventually. Then I got a text from a new number. "This is Anna, Craig's fiance. Just wanted you to know Tara showed up at our home last night demanding to see him. We filed a police report." I almost felt bad for Tara. Almost. Then I remembered all the comparisons, the lies, the manipulation. Turns out I am successful at dodging a bullet. Update. 1 month later. House feels peaceful now. Rearranged everything. Cleaned out her creative room, aka dumping ground. The tension left with her. Friends chose sides, real ones stayed, fake ones left. Works for me. Craig emailed me recently. Said Tara showed up at his condo after being escorted out of his office. She even made fake accounts to message him and his fiance, claiming I was abusive. His lawyer added it to their restraining order file. Her mom even texted me, begging me to talk to Tara. I said no, not my circus, not my monkeys. Then Tara sent me a handwritten letter, full of apologies and therapy talk, along with my house key. I met her mom at a cafe, returned both, and said, "We're done, not taking a break, done." Her mom started crying, saying Tara made one mistake. "She made hundreds," I said. Every message to Craig was a choice. She went quiet. She knew I was right. Final update, 2 months later. Life's good. My business landed 2 new contracts. Kitchen renovations almost done. Been seeing someone new? Ellie. She's real, grounded, and doesn't compare me to anyone. Then came the final twist. A buddy showed me Tara's Instagram. She's dating a guy who looks exactly like Craig. Same haircut, same suits, same vibe. Craig 2.0. I laughed. Not my problem. Until Craig called me again. Turns out Tara was introducing her new boyfriend as Craig to people in the same financial district, telling everyone Craig left his fiancée for her. His lawyer sent another cease and desist, this time for defamation. Then her mom emailed me again, saying Tara was having a breakdown. I replied, she needs therapy, not me. Last weekend, I ran into her, by accident, at Craig and Anna's engagement dinner. Small world. Tara was at the bar alone, nervously staring at the door. When Craig and Anna walked out, she shouted his name and chased after them. Security had to step in. I paid my bill, walked out with Ellie, and realized something. That chapter of my life was truly over. The next morning, I deleted the last photos of Tara from my phone. Not out of anger, just because they didn't belong to my life anymore. As I drank my coffee on my finished deck watching the sunrise, I realized the truth. Sometimes the best revenge isn't getting even, it's getting free.